Hey guys, welcome back to Coloring Passports, your ticket around the world, one species at a time. Today we are tackling my first fish. I think it's probably everybody's first fish, the bluegill. Look at this. Look at this. Everybody's first fish. I am certain that I caught my first bluegill on a worm. Do y'all hear my cat meowing? She's meowing for me. I'm certain that I caught my first bluegill on a worm with my dad at Fuller's Pond. And the rest is history. I've been addicted to the outdoors ever since then. So let's get into this. Okay, so let's get this started here. So I've grabbed some greens. I feel like I want to do the background first, the leaves in the background. So I've grabbed some of my greens. Kelly green from the Prismacolor, which I don't really think is Kelly green, but we're gonna start with that and see what it looks like. Oh, it's not terrible. I like that color a lot. Very smooth. Very, very smooth. So this is the back side of one of those leaves. This piece of grass is underneath the other one, so it's going to have a little bit of a shadow area in there. Then this area has some shadowy color. I'm just going to go in real quick and just put in all of the darker colors that I know are going to be darker, and then I'll go back over it with some other colors to set them back down in the painting. It's always helpful to decide what's up front, what's in the back. Before you actually start coloring, so you kind of can map out what you're doing with the piece. I feel like this is going to be bent right there. I also feel like this is going to be bent. The kitties are in the room, y'all. I'm sorry. Alright. See, this is working. So there's that. Then I'm going to grab this charcoal. Maybe. I don't know if this is the color I want. Just going to kind of darken up some of this dark. I don't want it all to be exactly the same. And I don't really want to use all my vivid colors on the grass because I want to use the vivid greens on the fish. And believe me, there's plenty of green in this fish. forest green. Let's see what color this turns out to be. Ooh. Okay. I don't really think I like that color. It's got too much blue in it. This is called dark green on the Prismacolor scale, so let's see what it does. That's also a little on the side of, a little too much blue-green in there. I'm going to go back over that with some of this lime peel. Going to hit this with some lime peel. It's going to make it look like there's light on it. I don't really know if that's the piece we want lit up or not, but you know, we're going to go with that. And I'm going to start over here with some of this lime peel, because these pieces we want to give the illusion that there's light on them. And we're obviously going to go over this lime peel because it is not, by standing alone is definitely not the color for this composition. It's more in the fish itself. In fact, we're probably going to go ahead and use it in the fish here in a second. Let's go ahead and lay down some of this orange peel up here in this fish. Now, I want to color in like the letter C shapes here across the back, the base of his tail. So, I just want to very, very lightly come in and follow what I believe would be the shape of his body, and just lay in a bunch of this orange, or this lime peel color, because it's the undercolor of this fish. I'm also going to come up here and lay some of this color up here in his dorsal fin, his tail fin, his anal fins, his pectoral fins. This is just a really good base color for this fish all the way around. So it's just a lot of green on green on green right now. Make sure you color with the direction that the fin spines go. It'll just help you make this a little more realistic when we're finished. Last little bit here. Don't worry about coloring outside of the lines. We just want to quickly lay down a very smooth layer. I'm trying not to pick up my color. I'm just going to go ahead and color over that part and his lip too. I mean, it is what it is. And then what we'll do, wow, that's a whole lot of green, y'all. I know, we're pretty single noted here. It's monochromatic. Okay, so I'm gonna grab moss. Oh yeah, that's a good color. This is in the Hoo Hoo Hero or the other set. There it is, look at that. That's really good. I'm going to take that moss right over all of this. not going to color all of this in. We're going to kind of bounce around a little bit on these that are lighter because it'll look like the light is hitting them that way.
Nice that is right over the top. That's the thing about your colored pencils, y'all. You have to layer them. To get the effects that you really are looking for, you just gotta layer them. You gotta be patient and layer those pencils. I'm gonna grab a dark brown, which has got some red in it. And I'm gonna just come in here and add some shadow colors. I like it. I'm liking that a lot. I'm really liking that a lot. We're going to come back in with that Kelly green. I don't know why I skipped to this one, but I did. And I skipped this here. Then I'm going to add just a touch. Apple green. And you see, I don't just use the same color. I've used several colors to get those leaves to kind of bend around and all that.
Okay, let's move on. Okay, so I've got green ochre and kelp green, and I'm going to start laying in some of that color on this fish's tail here. So I am going to very lightly with the green ochre just start laying in some base color. I'm still going to leave some of that lime peel available for viewing there. But this tail is going to be really dark. We're going to build on this tail. We're going to build quite a bit of color into this tail. I'm also going to make these teeny tiny little circle motions here and start laying in some shadow on the tail itself. And then I know for a fact that this fin is going to be pretty dark back here as well. This fin's also going to have some of the blue hues in it. So the navy blue is probably going to be in this one. Yep. See, that navy blue on top of this green makes this really yummy dark greenish blue color. It's really pretty. Okay. I know I said we're going to work on the tail, but I got right in here. My goodness, it's so beautiful. So I know that I have the purple gray. This purple gray color is really, really nice too. So let's, I'm gonna use this kelp green first of all, and I'm gonna come in here in between all of these. We're just shadowing where the spines of that dorsal fin come up. These fish have every color in the rainbow in them, so we're going to get around to that. I like this color of green right at the base of his tail. And I'm just going to keep going over that brown color, which is the green ochre that I've already put in there. See, the ends of his tail are really dark too. But he's gonna have a little bit of highlight right across the center here. There's gonna be like little flecks of color.
I know that I'm not coloring in the direction of the tail. I just wanted that area right there a little bit darker, so that's why I did that. That. I'm gonna grab this navy blue again. I'm gonna come in here with the navy blue at the end of his tail and really start working in some of that color. Still going pretty lightweight right now, but I'm going to get more heavy-handed with it as we get into it. And I'm not too concerned if I color outside the lines because I'm going to probably pop art the outside of this one anyway, so I don't have to color the background colors. It gives me a chance to experiment with other things, other styles, other techniques, and I like it. I like doing it. We're gonna go super dark on this tail too. I'm telling you, it's gonna get crazy up in here today. Give me a comment. Tell me about your first fish that you ever caught or saw. I'm gonna grab some peacock blue and put a little bit of peacock blue right through, not the very end, but that'll give it a little bit more of a reflective color there. So, and then I'm gonna grab black cherry, maybe. I feel like this has got some purple back here. Oh, that's it. Okay, so the black cherry's working. Oh my stars, that is so beautiful. Wow! When I was a kid, I'd go catch these fish in creeks and just so I could hold them in the water and stare at their colors and try to remember. This is before digital work. This is before the internet. This is 100 million years ago. And desperately try to remember what the colors on their body were and try to duplicate that on paintings when I got home in my home studio when I was younger, a lot younger. Always used to fascinate me how sparkly they were and how their colors shifted as you rolled them around in the sunlight. Okay, I'm gonna bring some of this black cherry is what it is. Bring some of this black cherry over here because it is gorgeous on this fish. Oh, I'm telling you, it's gorgeous on this fish. I also feel like I want some of that black cherry up in here. I'm also going to put some of that black cherry back here on this fish, right up here. He's he's also got black cherry here. And I'm going to go ahead and lay some of it in, coming up into his gill plate, where his gill plate starts, because this is going to be all oranges, but I can see that tone underneath the orange right up here. And in fact, the edge of him is pretty dark, so I'm going to go back over the edge right there just a little bit. And again, I'm making those O circles because it mimics, and I'm varying the pressure that I'm using when I'm doing it because it mimics scales. And I'm a lazy painter, I don't want to draw all the scales. I want you to have the illusion of the scales being there, but I don't want to draw all the scales. So this is how I do it. I'm going to come up here a little bit with this, but this is going to shift into the darker blue. Where's that navy blue? Woo! That's the color. Oh my goodness, y'all. Y'all, this fish is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna grab some of that peacock color here. We're gonna put a little bit of the peacock blue right here. A little bit of peacock blue on his lip right here. He's gonna have some peacock and just kind of sporadically in through this. Not real dark. You got to be really careful right here on his gill plate because you don't want this too dark. And this in here is going to be a lot darker, but not just the peacock blue. So we're going to get a good foundation with the peacock blue right there. Going to go back in with the black cherry. Oh, he's just so gorgeous. He's just so truly, truly gorgeous. We're going to outline just very, very ever so lightly the shadow part of his pectoral fin because we kind of want the illusion that this is transparent, but you know, it is what it is. Right now I'm just taking that same pen and I'm just making the scale pattern. And see, he's going to have some of this purple. My goodness, he's just so much fun. He's just truly so much fun. Sky blue, shall we try it? Let's give the sky blue a little shot here. A little shot of sky blue. Okay, gotta set that down. I'm gonna grab some of this pure blue, which is really a neon-y blue. I'm feeling orange. Ooh, that is so so pretty. Oh my goodness. Wow. Look how gorgeous that is. Holy cow. Okay, now I'm gonna grab some of this canary yellow. And I'm just gonna kind of work that in here, kind of here. I'm gonna put some of it up here. We're just gonna start lighting this. It kind of looks like corn on the cob, not gonna lie, y'all. Gonna add some of it up here. We're gonna color over this, but adding all these different layers of the colors is what makes the painting look so much better than just, makes it look more professional. You know what I'm saying? This is cadmium orange. I want to put some of that cadmium back here in his tail. I don't know how those artists start at one area of the painting and stay on that area until it's fully developed and then move and then just kind of roll through the entire process of it. I don't know how to do that. Oh my goodness, there's a wasp in the studio. Good times, fun. Okay. Okay, I can't deal with the wasp is still in here, but he's on the other side of the studio, so we're just gonna keep working until he comes for me. Olive green. Gonna do a very, very light coat of olive green here for a sec. I don't know if you all can hear that, hear him buzzing or not. I'm gonna just very, very lightly color his cheek, and I'm gonna leave lines under his face, under his eye available. See, I colored one way and now I'm coloring the opposite direction. His mouth is open right there, so it's gonna go down. And so we're just gonna add a little bit of that green there. Oh, it's gonna be so pretty. I'm just making some little hashy marks where the scales would be. See how that's got the scales? Looks like scales, and I didn't really do a whole lot to make it look like a scale. So, and back in here, we'll just randomly, it's like rows of corn on the cob. That's how I always look at it. Now I don't even eat corn, but that's what it reminds me of. Eggshell. I feel like the Princess and the Pea here. I feel like I got something underneath my my page. So we're gonna keep that eggshell out because I do like the way that it's coming together. I'm gonna come up here and add some of this artichoke. Swear, right there. like there's gonna be some of this artichoke color all the way here on his dorsal fin. Look at that. Same artichoke color. I'm just kind of moving all over the fish here. One layer at a time. And you know, my scales might be larger than the fish would actually have. I'm sure there's a scientific number of scales these fish actually have on their bodies. I'm not concerned about that today. All I'm trying to do is color the fish. And stay in the frame so that when Chase edits this, he's not hollering at me for not staying in the frame. All right, let's see here. See how we're just gonna blend that right into that green we already laid down there? My goodness, that looks good. Then we'll come back in and we'll make some darker color so that it's more rounded. All right, peacock green here. We're gonna see. There's also going to be some of that purple, that black cherry color that we had picked up earlier. That's going to be in this area. Just a touch more of that. It's really, really strong. smudge that out. Okay. Okay, I've got the camel color from the Hoo Hoo Hero. Start laying some of that in over here. Okay, crazy as it may sound, we're going to pick up some of this lavender. What is this called? Grayed lavender. I'm going to paint this, some purple, whale. I need some white. That is not doing it for me. Okay. So that white's no good. Let's see if this white will lay down white on top of these colors. Oh, yep. This white will lay down some white on top of these colors. So what this is telling me is I gotta make the body darker. Darker still. I'm gonna come up here and kind of smudge some of this out with this white. Grab some of that apple green. I'm going to put the most of the focal point of the fish on his face. That's how I like to do it. Look how pretty he is. Oh my goodness. This is working. I'm gonna pick that apple green back up and I'm gonna put in some scales. Okay, grab some of that purple gray. Let's get in here and start. Laying in some darker color here. that black cherry that we already had laid down in there. Went a little heavy on my shadows here because we need it. Wait, that's awesome. Okay, so I feel like we got to be careful over here because I have a tendency to want to be heavy-handed. And this over here is a lot more light. I'm going to start up here. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to, using that same purple gray. This purple gray is a fantastic color. Right over that green because it's got some red in it, so it really, really, really sets it all down. Probably should stop and sharpen my pencil. That's a much better point. Much better point. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this purple gray. So this is why it's so important that you go over it with all kinds of different colors. Because all of those colors play a role when they all start to shine through. And it's just beautiful. Now, down here where it touches his body, it's going to be a little bit more shadowed. This is what we call planting it. So you don't want it floating above his body. You want to plant it into the back, into his back. And see how I'm pulling that color down into that green. And I'm gonna go so far as to pull some of that color right through the edge here on his tail as well. Not super heavy, just enough to connect all of the pieces. Okay, now I'm going to come down here on this underside because that's definitely going to be shadowed. gonna barely give the illusion of some scale pattern over here. It's kind of a hot mess, but I don't really care. This isn't exact here with this. This is a field study of this fish. And so I know that I can see certain things. Shadow there. It's going to be some serious shadow here. And then I'm going to take the same gray color up here. And let's start just playing with his eyeball here just a little bit. Now, his eyeball is not the same all the way around. So we're not going to color it all the way around to start with. We're going to just kind of lay in some of this color. And I know that there's going to be a really dark shadow line there, and a dark shadow line there, and a dark shadow line there. And I know that this area here underneath his eye going to be darker, and that just kind of blends right on into the green that's there. Wish I had a blending nub. I'm gonna see if this gray-green light will work. I'm gonna bring this down here. Oh, yep, that's gonna do it. Look at that. Look at him. He's really coming together. All just a box of colored pencils. Y'all, I'm just as shocked as you are every time I pull this off. So I'm going to take this gray-green and come up here. And I'm having to push really hard. But I think that will read like light. Ooh, okay. Uh-oh, something hit the floor. Come up here and color all this in too. Not his actual eye yet, just some of this with some of this dark, with some of this color. Oh yeah, that's working. Sometimes you just got to take that step, get brave, and commit to a color that you're just not 100% sure about, but just get in there and get it done. Wow. Okay, so I will go in and fix that. I've lost the color there. But look how nice that's starting to look. Now we gotta darken all of this up. You know, it's really pretty though. Look at that. I'm quite enamored by how this looks. I feel like I want to go darker back in these areas here. I don't know. Background color is always a hard choice for me. Let me see if I've got Posca pens in here. That would maybe make my choices easier. Not really. You know though, I'm wondering what it would look like to do a background in these. These are these Crazy Art swirled colored pencils. They sell them at Hobby Lobby, Michael's. Probably have them at Walmart too. I don't know. Anyway, I'm curious as to what these look like on here. We'll see. I don't know if I can commit to that. That's really out of my comfort zone. I mean, like way out of my comfort zone. So I don't know. Let's grab golden yellow. Now, this is the part of this where I don't want to color the entire section of it. I just want to make little O's, like egg-shaped scribbles, so that we're mimicking the scale pattern on the fish. So I feel like this entire area is all gonna be orange-ish. Like this is gonna come up like this. It's gonna come down like this. So I'm gonna grab that orange. Is this the orange? This is the cadmium. Okay, so let's just very, very carefully start laying in the cadmium. Like there's going to be a little bit of cadmium up here. Probably going to be some cadmium up here. Now, this area, I'm going to have to really work this area. We're going to put a little bit of cadmium back here on this part of his eye. And we're going to put a little bit of cadmium in here on this part of his body. Oh, you're about to get a visitor. Thought he was gonna jump up here. Let's not do it, Thor. That's my kitty. What I'll do is I'll come back in after I get this done and I'll highlight it so that it definitely comes up off of the page here. Just continuing to build up this orange color. That's all, just continuing to do that. See how that starts to pop that pectoral fin up? Every color of the rainbow, right there. I love this so much. Back to the golden yellow. So we're gonna put in some green. We're gonna switch gears here in just a minute and put in some green. But I wanna try to come in and, oh yes! Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's work on his face. Let's not worry about the background right now. Let's work on his face because I just don't know about the background unless... Whoa, that's kind of cool. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, this is the ultramarine blue in the Prisma colors. And I'm literally covering. That's really kind of cool. So what if we drew a line? Wow. So what if all of these were dark and then it just had an outline around the fish? Maybe the outline around the fish is in white. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see here. Let's come up here and let's add a little tiny bit of this ultramarine blue to the back side of his eyeball. Don't color his eye 100% yet, y'all. Don't give in to that temptation. Don't do it. That. Then I need that purple gray. Where is it? Dark green. Dark blue, ivory black. We don't want black. No, to the black. Well, let's pick up the dark brown. Let's grab the dark brown and let's darken up this area here. It kind of looks like a little zigzag and it is like completely covered in. And that is a dark, that's going to be a dark part on his eye for sure.
here on the bottom. These are great. They're highly pigmented. However, for this I want a little more color. So I'm gonna grab black cherry in the Prismacolor. Ooh, that's a beautiful color. See how photorealistic that eye. Oh, oh. Well, I'll fix that later. Okay. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? This needs some more green. I'm gonna grab light green. Put an edge right there on his lip. Put another edge right there on this lip. I'm pushing really hard at this point because I already have quite a bit of color built up on this as it is. Which is, you know, just fine. No big deal. Woo! Y'all, look at that color. Oh my goodness, look at that color. So let's get in here with some of this. Now look at that eyeball. Dang! That eyeball looks real now. Look at that eyeball. See, that's what happens when you don't just use one solid color on these fish. You just gotta kind of come in, and it's literally just I'm just scribbling. I'm just making scribbles. And the more color you add, the more it comes to life. We need some more of that green. What was it called? Apple green? I don't know if this is the color or not. Let's see. Ooh, that's a little. That's a lot. Apple green, making lots of little O's here. Little scratchy random O's. That apple green is going to be seen all the way through. Up here on the top. A little bit on his face. A little bit right here. Oh, look at that. Look how that worked. And this is going to get darker, so don't worry about it. Okay, I'm going to put the apple green back. I've got the moss green now. Let's take this moss green. Let's go over his tail again. Probably coloring a little too big. Darken some of those scales just at the tops of those scales. Okay, then I'm going to take this light green. I'm going to come right in here. And look at that. It just allows that light to come right back into the view. look at how beautiful that fish is gonna be. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I love it when it starts to work out. It's my favorite part is when it's almost done. It's my totally favorite part is when it's almost done. Let's see here. Let's grab some of this 10% cool gray and come in here and we're dropping pencils on the floor. It's okay though, don't worry about that. I'm gonna add some of that cool gray up in here. And where I need to, I can come back. And darken some of this up. I'm gonna color over everything that's on here and kind of just blend everything out. It's gonna be pretty slick. Pretty slick. So we've got that color moving. Let's grab some of this light blue lake, and let's give this a go here. That. I'm gonna put that on my keyboard because I know I want to use that again. Seriously, where is that purple? Is it in my hand? Well, let's just get in. Let's see, because it's more blue here, and then it's like there's blue green here. Mediterranean blue. I don't think this is the right color. No, this has got to be more of a purple blue, which is like this color blue. Periwinkle. Oh, that's it. That's the color. There it is. If you struggle with this part, I feel for you because I'm used to painting. So I'm used to being able to grab several different colors, put them all together, and put exactly what I want where I want it. We don't have the luxury of doing it that way with this. You're at the mercy of the way that the paint or the colored pencils want to work together. Cloud blue, let's see. And what I'll do is I'll come in here with my pens and lighten some of this up, because this should be lighter here. Yeah. I'm gonna grab a paint pen. I've got all these pencils in my hand here. I'm gonna set those down. I'm gonna grab a paint pen. Ooh! These things stink. Oh, no, that's not black. I am seriously looking for my, it's the purple gray. That's the color that I want. Oh, is that it right there? Oh, there it is. Found it. Yay, yay me. Okay, so let's start. Wow, that's really strong. Okay. I know that was dramatic, right? Woo! Okay, so I'm going to take some of this and I'm going to come over here. I'm going to touch his eyeball. We call him Ivies. I'm going to touch his ivy. I'm going to give him a little love right here. Okay, and then I'm going to just touch it. And I'm going to give him a little bit more love right there.
being very careful here not to get too crazy with all of this, but we do want some marks on him like he's wet. Okay, so like, but you also don't want it to read like it's the background paper either. Ugh, and these paint pens, these are those oil paint pens. Ugh. And so they're stanky. Wherever I think that there would be some little shims of light, I'm just popping that in here. I'm trying really hard not to get it all over myself, but it's not working. I'm getting it everywhere. My hands are sticky now. Okay, that's kind of working there. Got that white in between the scale marks that we made earlier. Okay, then there's going to be like a highlight. Okay, I gotta put that down. Again, bouncing all over the place here, I know. Let's get some more green on this fish. We're gonna go with olive. Good choice. This fish is going to be really dark on the back part of his tail. So we've really got to work that color into there. I think he's going to be really, really dark up here. And we've somehow got to get this. This is going to be interesting because I really dark umber. To kind of color this line across his pectoral fin, where his pectoral fin connects, if I can. And I know that he is going to be darker all the way around on this edge, and it's going to kind of feather out so that it's, you know, because there's no straight lines in nature. Oh, there we go. That's better. Let's make that a little darker. Look at that. So dark brown. I'm gonna come up here to his eye. I don't like coloring that loosely on these. Really needs that dark kelp. What is this? This is kelp green. Let's see. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is. Now it's not so crazy. Now it's not so crazy. Just tiny little circles. Look at that. And we know that he's got a little bit of a kind of a stripe of color there. Along with a whole host of other colors. Oh yeah. So we know he's got a little bit of a shadow line there. That's why I drew that line in, to kind of let me know where the ridge was. So then we just want to lightly go over this in tiny little circles in rows like this to accentuate all of his scales. And kind of connect all of the pieces of him together this way. As we go down the side of this fish, though, I feel like we need to switch to a pumpkin orange very, very delicately. I need something here. I need this to stick out more. I'm gonna come over this. I'm gonna get a little more aggressive. If I mess it up, it's not a big deal. We've learned something. Gonna add a little bit of shadow right there with this pumpkin orange. Gonna color right over some of that white. Not a lot of it. And we want to make sure that we're not drawing just like, you know, parallel lines. I'm famous for parallel lines. I'm gonna go over this with the yellow. And I'm just gonna darken it up, and I know that that means that we're gonna lose the transparency, but I don't like how unfinished this part of him looks, and so I'm just gonna go in there and get it done. This is the yellow ochre. It's a beautiful, beautiful yellow color. So this yellow ochre directly over all of that green and all of those other colors that we've already laid in. All that beautiful color, y'all. Gonna add some of that up here. Sometimes I think I don't have a clue what I'm doing with the art stuff, and sometimes I think, wow, I must be retaining all of this. I must be learning something new. Look at all them scribbles. We're gonna get up in there and add some more stuff to that. I'm gonna color right over that black spot there because I don't really like it. Oh, look at that. I had no idea that would happen. Push down super hard down back here. That ochre adds a little bit of interest. I still feel like there should be some dark blue. Where's that ultramarine? That's induthrine. I grabbed the induthrine. We're just gonna kind of come in here and darken up some of that because I just feel like it should be darker. I just feel like some of this needs to be a little bit darker. And I'm gonna pull some of that color out onto his back so that it gets nice and laid down. Wow. I'm not sure that's exactly how I thought this would go, but it's going nonetheless. I'm going to bring this induthrine right over his tail. Just the end of it though. I just want the end of it to have a little more color. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to add just a touch of this induthrine because this induthrine is really, really strong. Just want a little bit of that color there. Y'all, we haven't even added all the glitter yet, but it's looking good. So, I'm feeling like I never 100% know what to do with the background, not gonna lie. This is very new to me, but I'm liking what we've got going on so far. I'm gonna add a little bit of the just gonna go in here and just kind of add some more marks with this blue. It'll be okay. It's not 100% fabulously wonderful at this point, but it's pretty cool. I gotta say, I think it's pretty cool. I'm gonna put these down. I got a whole pile of markers here. He's looking really cute though, I think. So, okay, I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna color this super dark, just solid color, just wild. I never do this. I like white backgrounds, but this blue has got me intrigued here, so. Okay, I gotta sharpen my pencil because I'm wearing it down. Wow. I've never used this as a background color. This is just spectacular. Look at that. Goodness gracious. Okay, so let's color in up here. Let's color in up here. And the reason why I need to do this is because the fins, I had to push so hard coloring the fins that I really got way outside the lines. And so I needed to come in with a darker color over the top to kind of seal that messiness off. Make my lines crisp and clean again. And in the process, discovered something really cool, which is these backgrounds being solid. Now I'm wondering, just for the sake of curiosity,
Yep, I let the cats in. She walked in my paint. Now we have gold paint kitty prints everywhere. That's what I get. Let's sign this. Because I think it's finished. What do y'all think? Ooh, look at the shimmer on that fish. Look at that. Yeah, it's not 100%, but you know what? It's field notes, and I like it. I like it a lot. Look at how beautiful that is. So beautiful. Give you a little close-up there of it. A little close-up of the shimmer and shine. Oh, just like what happens when you get that fish on the line and you get to look at it up close and personal. I am super excited about that. Not excited about this part of the page or that, but whatever. So there you have it. Another page done. I'm Rio. This has been another episode of Coloring Passports. I'll see you on the next page.